The airport was awake but not alive. The difference registered not in the head but in the lower chest. An absence of pulse, a smooth void where last year there had been a chemical haze of jet lag. It was like stepping from a noisy server room into a Faraday cage. The informational air so thin it almost rang. He could read every group, who belonged, who did not, who was running on empty, who was still in the wake of something real. And the regular travelers formed islands of stable field, and the anomalies jumped out like errors in a clean compile. And then the training hall, and then the man who never wasted words. Night owl, late owl, late show not explained. The correction that landed before the mind could catch it. Don't let your hand outrun your chest. You are holding your jaw again. Each one a patch to the operating system, written by a man who had been debugging bodies for longer than Edmund had been alive. You are loud, Edmund. He used the English name, and the English name meant this is serious, this is real. You are loud, and the things that watch can hear you from the road. The line did three things at once: confirm mistakes through a trusted voice. It showed that Sifu's perception was calibrated to frequencies Edmund was only beginning to read. And it landed as concern from someone who doesn't waste a single word on anything that isn't true. You are loud, quiet yourself, or leave. The paper on the table had 8 circles forming an unbroken loop, and Edmund recognized it before the mind could name it. Combinatorial completeness from his own model. The lattice was the circle walk, the math was the practice. The same discipline from 2 different centuries, meeting on a sheet of rice paper in a training hall in Beijing, where an old man drew what a young man derived, and neither one was surprised. The hotel attack came at midnight, recursive pressure, 8 minutes escalating. He laughed it off, ran the protocol, but Sifu the next morning said nothing about technique. He said, you need to leave, don't come back until I tell you. And the English name again, like a father telling a son, the house is not safe anymore. Not because of what's inside, but because of what's outside watching. You are loud, Edmund, and the loud ones draw the fire. You are loud, and the training can't help you if the training is what they're tracking. Next time, bring your sons, it is easier with 2. And he almost laughed, but Sifu's face was not joking, just true. The way everything Sifu said was just true. No excess, no performance, just the correction applied at the exact point where the error lives. On the street, the air was warming. He walked slow and soft-footed through the mesh of city. The car across the street started its engine and idled and rolled away. He kept walking, each step complete, each breath whole, and he felt for the first time in days, not watched, but free. And behind him, the training hall held its field, clean and clear, and Sifu's voice stayed in his journey.